We are joined by head coach Isaac Brown, presented by Delta Dental. In our pregame talk, we talked about the comeback at South Florida. You said, well, we definitely want to get off to a better start today. And that didn't happen, but you made another comeback.
Yeah, they had a lot to do with it. Coach Kunkel, number one, him and his staff, they do a great job. You know, he's a good friend of mine, somebody I, talk to every now and then on the road. He did a fantastic job at Louisiana Tech when he was there. He came in tonight, and they just came out on fire. We didn't defend at the level we needed to. They made 9 of 13 threes in the first half. Griffin, I think, had 13 points at the half, and we went in at halftime, and we just talked about it wasn't our offense. It was just defending. We got to defend the three-point line. We got to communicate on the ball screen. Sometimes we didn't communicate, and every time we didn't communicate in the first half, they made us pay by making a shot. I thought Kenny Poto did a fantastic job on the big kid inside that's leading the conference in scoring and rebounding. He did a fantastic job on him. I thought James Rojas started to draw a lot of fouls for us early in the second half, got us in the bonus. We started to execute. I think the number one key to the comeback was us getting out in transition. We were able to get 18 fast break points, and that put a lot of pressure on them, and it got us on the foul line.
And I'm sorry, I was going to say, you mentioned all that stuff at halftime about defense, and yet they came out and immediately got 2 easy baskets right in close to start the second half. You called another timeout, but from that point on, it got itself fixed.
Yeah, that timeout was needed. I told those guys at some point it's going to be a score that's too far to come back. You guys got to continue to fight. You can't get down 30 in your own building. And we called that timeout, and we talked about just having pride, protecting your house. And those guys went out there, defended. We executed our offense. We started getting transition baskets. And I just think anytime you can win games like that by coming back, it just gives those guys confidence that no lead is too big for them to come back. Obviously, we got to get off to better starts. If you get off the starts like that, those games are hard to come by.
And in your transition baskets, it certainly helps if you've got big guys, which you do, that can run the floor and handle the ball on the move.
Yeah, those big guys, James Rojas, he got some rebounds, and he started the break. Kenny Poto got a rebound, took 1 or 2 dribble. They didn't turn it over. They got it to our guards, and we were able to get layups in transition. And that was the biggest key to the second half. I know we defended in the half court. We defended the three-point line better. But the fact that we were able to get out in transition and get some easy baskets, that helped us a lot.
Xavier Bell was really strong for you in the second half.
Yeah, X played well in the second half, played some big minutes. I think he stepped up and made a 3. I know he got to the foul line. He got a couple and ones. He defended at a high level. And this team on any given night, we got multiple guys that can come off the bench and give us some minutes. Sherman Scott has done it before off the bench. Cincinnati game, Melvion Flanagan. Every game we played pretty much since he's been playing minutes, he gives us a spark. And tonight, Xavier Bell, James Rojas, and those guys gave us a big spark.
You mentioned getting out in transition. That's something you've been striving to do more of all season, and certainly your guys showed when they can get out a little bit. They handle it. They made a lot of nice passes, and as Dave mentioned, the big guys even run the floor well for you.
Yeah, our big guys run the floor. Those guys can play multiple positions, the 4 and the 5. They're skilled. They step out and shoot the 3. Every day they work on their ball handling, individual instruction. I'm just so proud of these guys just continuing to fight. They came out Tulsa, give them a lot of credit. They made a lot of shots. Coach Kunkel does a fantastic job of running offense, one of the best offensive teams in the conference. They were hard to guard. And I thought in the second half we did a better job of guarding them in the half court and defending those ball screens and not giving up any second chance points.
And your offense drew a lot of fouls, and when your players went to the free throw line, they converted 23 of 26.
That was huge. That's another key of the game. You got to step up and make plays. At the free throw line, I thought Kenny went up and hit one of the front end of the 1-and-1 that we really needed. And I think Jaquan Walton went up and made 2 free throws to put us up 4, and that gave us a little more room.
Well, it's a work in progress still, and you go back on the road for a couple, but boy, a couple of come-from-behind wins like this can certainly be the kind of thing that can spark a team a little bit.
Yeah, I guess this game at Memphis, I'm right on the board before the start of the game. We're down 18. Now let's go fight. So, again, give Coach and his staff a tremendous job they did tonight, and I know we'll see those guys again.
All right, Coach, thank you.